What's up, YouTube? This is Mathos97, and welcome back to an episode of Smackdown vs. Raw 2008 General Manager Mode. And, yeah, we're picking up right where we left off in the last episode. As you can see, we're about to get into this 6-man tag team match main event. And in case you're wondering why I'm picking up in the middle of a match card like this, and if you missed the last episode, here you can check out the current fan support, or the fan support, let me just get into this. Last episode, I played one match card, thought the match was a little too short, so I decided to, because of the length of this match, I decided to bring the match before this one into the last episode, and then pick up in this as a separate episode. So, the last match that I had on this card, that was the ratings right before this match card, but after the first one in the last episode. So, to just make things simpler, you should probably go check out the past episodes so you have an idea, very easy, straightforward idea of what's going on. But anyway, as you can see, here is a 6-man tag team matchup, an elimination 6-man tag team matchup. And it is, oh, what an uppercut by The Undertaker. And as we can see, it is the team of Undertaker, Kane, and Terry Funk taking on the team of Mark Henry, Johnny Nitro, and Sabu. You're probably wondering, I mean, if you haven't been keeping up to date on my GM mode, you're probably wondering, what the heck is this match? This is just a hodgepodge of different guys. We got, Brothers of Destruction in there. We got Johnny Nitro, hardcore legends like Terry Funk and Sabu. You see Terry Funk with the jabs going to work on Nitro there and taking him down. And there's a face buster from Sabu. But this matchup is to put together a couple of feuds that we've got going. Of course, the official one being Terry Funk and Sabu. And lately we've had a bit of an unofficial rivalry between Johnny Nitro, the team of Johnny Nitro and Mark Henry against Kane and The Undertaker. And I guess you could say it all started between Undertaker and Johnny Nitro. I guess you could say everything with Johnny Nitro started back on episode 24 when he defeated Bret the Hitman Hart in that parking lot brawl and won that Legend Killer storyline. We then got rid of Bret Hart. We brought in, I think that's when we brought in Sabu, or maybe Terry Funk. It's not that important. But, yeah, Johnny Nitro since then was going on a winning streak. He defeated HBK, then he went on to face Undertaker, and Undertaker got the win there, shutting down Johnny Nitro's winning streak a little bit. But, at the pay-per-view, the last ECW pay-per-view, it was elimination tag team match between Mark Henry and Johnny Nitro teaming up together to take on Kane and The Undertaker. And Kane and The Undertaker fell victim. Well, that doesn't make any sense. They lost. Johnny Nitro and Mark Henry got the win over the Brothers of Destruction at the pay-per-view. And that's sort of continued this little feud, sort of sparked the feud between Undertaker and Johnny Nitro. And that's just kind of how it's brought everything into this tag team scene. But yeah, Johnny Nitro and Mark Henry have been on a pretty good winning streak as a tag team. I think they got a win last week. Don't remember against who, but I'm pretty sure they did get a victory. Nice big boot there from Kane. But Johnny Nitro maybe on his way up into, I don't know, if he keeps up the victories, he could very well be up in the ECW championship scene. ECW. Geez, I'm sorry. I uploaded a UCW video yesterday, and I was reading the comments, and that's why I got UCW in my head. But ECW, that's what I meant to say. I apologize for that. The ECW Championship. But yeah, that'd be something if Johnny Nitro was in the ECW Championship picture. And look at that, that's a second chokeslam countered by Sabu. So Sabu doing pretty good work for his team. And then, of course, like I said, we have the feud between Terry Funk and Sabu, which I've got a huge idea going on there, where it's going to eventually lead to this ultimate culmination of hardcoreness, all this extreme talent, in a giant fatal 4-way spectacular, something like that, as soon as I can make the trade for Sandman. As we can see, Kane now going for the cover on Johnny Nitro, and Nitro manages to kick out there. But yeah, as of now, we have Sabu and Terry Funk in their bit of a feud. They're going at it. It all started between them back when, what was it? It was a tag... No, that wasn't even where it started. It was a tag team match. An elimination... I think it was elimination tag? Something like this. If not elimination, it was some sort of a tag team matchup when it was Mick Foley, Sabu, and Terry Funk teaming up together. And Funk got pinned. He lost that tag team match. Sabu was a bit frustrated, and that's where all of this has begun. They had a match at the pay-per-view, and it was a tag team match. Foley and Funk got the win over Kennedy and Sabu, and that was because Mr. Kennedy was in a rivalry with Mick Foley at the time. And since then, they've still kind of been continuing things. Have Sabu and Terry Funk. They had a First Blood match last week. Well, I guess technically, as far as the cards go, it's been 2 weeks. So it's been 2 episodes, I guess you could say, since they had that First Blood match. Speaking of First Blood, Sabu's busted open there. Kane now with a hard Irish whip, sending Johnny Nitro over there into the corner, as Mark Henry is just punching away at the face of the Undertaker. And now Kane is on a rampage, so preparing some lag here to the screen. Just gonna lag up the game. That's always a fun feature of the rampage mode. Whenever they go into that cutscene, it just goes all slow-mo because it lags for... Yeah, I don't even know. But speaking of this, actually this is unrelated, but one thing that I would kind of like to... one thing I've always I don't know how I want to say this, but Smackdown vs. 2007. If I could play that game, I would do that in a heart. I would play it in a heartbeat if I could play that on PlayStation 3. I mean, I don't have my PlayStation 2 anymore because I would play the crap out of 08 and 07 on the PlayStation 2. I actually didn't make the switch to PlayStation 3 until Smackdown vs. 2011, so I was a bit late to move over to the PlayStation 3. But, I mean, if I could, I would play SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 some point down the road. I mean, I could still do it. I could... I don't really want to go out and buy a PlayStation 2 just so I could... Well, actually, I still have the PlayStation 2, technically. I can't play it. It's in... Someone else is using it to watch movies, but... I mean, I guess I could go out and find a copy of 07. I mean, down the road if I needed to. As for now, that's not an option. But in my opinion... the one thing that made 07 better than 08 was the roster. The roster is just spectacular. And I was on my friend's Xbox the other day. I went over to his house, we were playing, and just got to take another glimpse at the 07 roster. And it's just such a good roster. You got guys like Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, even got legends like The Rock, Austin, Hulk Hogan. You got Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Chris Benoit's in the game. Oh, Chris Benoit! Ah, man. I know breaking the fourth wall, that doesn't, I don't even know if the term applies. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, if you guys would like to see that in the future, it would be quite a while just to say that. But if you guys would ever be okay with me playing some SVR 07 on the PlayStation 2 or something, I mean, I could play it on PS3 even though it wouldn't be HD. But, you know, now with these new slim well, they're not new anymore, but the slim PS3s, it kind of sucks they don't play the new games, which is why I would love to see if PlayStation 4 had backwards compatibility and would let you play the PlayStation 3 games on there, because otherwise I got all this stuff and I don't know what to do with it. But anyway, that's just a bit of rambling there. That's what's going to happen when you get a match like this. And now, as we can see, Sabu face buster, planting Terry Funk headfirst into the mat. And now, big shot there from the Undertaker to John Nitro. Now a DDT to Sabu. As we can see, Mark Henry with a power slam sent Kane into the corner. And now this time, can Undertaker get the choke slam this time on Sabu? Yes, he can, and he does. As he takes down Sabu with that choke slam. There's 1, 2, no, Sabu manages to kick out there. So Sabu was able to block the choke slam twice and managed to kick out of that one when Undertaker finally managed to hit it. Third time was the charm, but it wasn't enough to put away Sabu. And now there's a big bulldog from the Undertaker, and I'm thinking I'm gonna upload this video as an April Fool's special. You're probably wondering, oh, why? What makes it an April Fool's special? Yeah, you'll see later in the video what I got planned. I got a nice little thing there. But anyway. I mean, of course, I'm recording this in advance a little bit, but it will be my April Fool's video because I just kind of feel like, I don't know, I feel like I should upload something for April Fool's. Seems like something I should do. But, anyway, Johnny Nitro now headbutt right to Kane. As, yeah, I'm kind of running out of things to talk about. I could talk about the match, but it's a lot more difficult to do in a game like 2008 where the gameplay is not quite as fluid. What's the term I'm looking for? Like, it doesn't flow. In 2K14 or even WWE13 at that, it's a lot easier to talk about. Oh my God, Undertaker's got Sabu and a choke slam to the outside. Always love that move. That's one of the moves I loved in this game, and even in 07. And yeah, I mean, I know there's a way you could choke slam him off the top rope into the ring, but for some reason, like, whenever I want to do that choke slam where you send him to the outside, I can never find it. But Undertaker choke slam and Sabu to the outside. Now a choke slam to the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. Could we finally have a first elimination of the matchup here? 1, 2, no, Johnny Nitro just saves him there. So this is an elimination tag team match. So we still, actually, it's been a solid 10 minutes or so that we've managed to keep all of these superstars in the match. But now Undertaker could have the first elimination right here. There's a tombstone pile driver to Mark Henry. And the world's strongest man may be the first elimination of the matchup here. There's no one to save him, and he's gone. Undertaker eliminates Mark Henry, and we're finally down to a 2-on-3 matchup here in favor of Undertaker, Kane, and Terry Funk, as it's now Johnny Nitro and Sabu fending for their team as Mark Henry's been eliminated. But, what was I talking about before I interrupted myself on that chokeslam? Ah, man. What was it? Oh, yeah, about the gameplay. Yeah, it's all, oh, Undertaker just took out Kane with that clothesline from the top rope. Anyway. So I was talking about how the gameplay is a lot more difficult to talk about. Like, it's a lot easier to talk about the match because the AI is a bit smarter and the gameplay just overall it flows so much better in the newer games than it does in an older classic game like this one. I mean, it's a lot more difficult to talk about the gameplay in something like this, where, you know, the AI will just kind of stand around and the gameplay doesn't quite flow. It's a bit slower. Undertaker hitting a tombstone there on Sabu. Could be the second elimination as Terry Funk gets to watch on. And yep, Sabu is now eliminated. So it's down to Kane. Well, the entirety of that team, Kane, Undertaker, Terry Funk, they're just kind of surrounding Johnny Nitro here now. And man, this is going to suck to be Johnny Nitro. I mean, he was on such a winning streak, but I don't think he's that talented that he'd manage to overcome the odds and eliminate the entire team. Yeah, so this is going to be tough for Johnny Nitro to come back from. You know, this is something I like seeing in these games. Like, I mean, that leg drop right there, that's the first time I've seen that leg drop animation that I can remember anyways. Like, just things like that. When you go back, like, I'm going back and playing these older games, and I'm finding, like, animations or certain things that I haven't seen before that I don't remember, and it's just kind of fun. It's, you know, it's got this nostalgic game, and then I'm finding these features that I haven't seen before that I can't remember seeing before. And I just think that's kind of cool. That's what I've liked seeing when I came back to play this game, is finding the animation and stuff like this. Like, here we go. So nice, you get to see it twice. There's that leg drop, vintage leg drop by The Undertaker. But yeah, so there's that. I mean, I just think that's pretty cool. Never seen that leg drop animation before playing this game. Or maybe I have it, I just can't remember. We gonna see it 3 times? No, I think twice is enough. But anyway, I felt like there was one other thing I wanted to talk about. And with all this getting sidetracked, I keep forgetting what it is. But Undertaker taking down Johnny Nitro by the arm there. And now Terry Funk picking him up. Could we maybe see a double finisher here? Maybe. Yep, here we go. Terry Funk now locking in that spinning toe hold. I'm pretty sure that's the name. I don't think it has anything fancy. But the spinning toe hold to Johnny Nitro, maybe we can pick it up. Oh, no. Undertaker just lost his finisher. I was thinking maybe he'd be able to get Johnny Nitro up for that tombstone just in time. But no, that didn't happen, and Kane keeps getting in the way. And now Terry Funk getting in the way. So Undertaker just He wants to finish off Johnny Nitro here, just taking out both of his tag team partners. And now Undertaker has got Johnny Nitro measured here. Tombstone pile driver. And I think that's going to do it. Crossing the arms. 1, 2, 3. And yep, Undertaker eliminating every single opponent in this matchup. He eliminated all 3 of the other team. He eliminated Sabu, Mark Henry, and Johnny Nitro. All in that one match. So that was a pretty successful week for The Undertaker, I have to say. I mean, even his teammates couldn't stop him. He was just taking everybody out. He was taking names. He came to win and to dominate. So as we can see, we got a 3.5-star show rating, 4-star Fatal 4-Way match, 4-star tag team, and a 4-star. We'll take the 3.5. I mean, we had 3 4-star matches. I think that outweighs the 3.5. But whatever, we'll take it. So we got some contracts here we should probably work on. Let's go ahead and give Shawn Michaels a good long-term deal, and I think we'll do the same with The Undertaker. Just want to make sure we get these important guys locked up. Like I said, Bobby Lashley, I'm grooming to trade him. I don't think we do that quite yet this episode. I think I'm going to probably squash him next episode, and then we'll get him out of here because I just don't want him on the roster anymore. So Smackdown got a 4-star show. Dang, that's a good main event. That is a damn good main event, if I do say so myself. So SmackDown's still definitely putting up one. What is this? What is this? 4.5. Are you freaking kidding me? That is not a 4.5-star show. This is ridiculous. This is out of control. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. Why is this an April Fool's video? Well, because the game fooled me into thinking I was going to catch up to SmackDown. Now, look at this. Raw's... so happy April Fools, everybody. Happy April Fools, everybody, because this game fooled me into thinking I had second place locked up. Nope. The game's going to screw me over, and we're going to put Raw back in second place at this rate. You know, Raw's just going to take over. They're going to win the GM of the Year award because their matches are so great. They're put on 5-star shows every single time, man. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed that video. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and as always, keep on YouTubing.